for the 2024 GCAC Hope Credit Union Men's and Women's Basketball Championship. Let's get this ball rolling. Damn. I keep it so fresh on the microphone. I like no interruption when the game is on.
Hello and welcome back. We are live here for the GCAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships here, hosted at Stillman College. I want to thank everybody for joining us live here on HBCU Plus. We've got another terrific matchup here for you today. I'm Mondre Allen here for the play-by-play, joined by the fabulous one, David Jones, for some color commentary. David, we're going to be seeing two teams match up today. We've got Oakwood coming in, looking for the upset as we get ready for the starting lineups. It'll be Oakwood getting announced first versus Southern University at New Orleans. This is a 10-7 matchup. Oakwood at the 10 slot, Southern University at New Orleans at that 7 seed. David, tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see in today's matchup.
Well, with Southern University, New Orleans, they feature Jamal Gibson, the 26-year-old he's been catching a lot of attention across the country. The 26-year-old freshman, my goodness, I mean, this is his first time playing basketball, Madre, and he's been named the GCAC Newcomer of the Week 10 times. He remains #1 in the nation in rebounding in all categories and was named the NAIA Player of the Week January 16th. They also have the sophomore Devin Daniels, who was a preseason All-GCAC second team for this season. So look for them to be, those are to be the main two to keep an eye on for SUNO.
We're getting ready for the tip-off here. As you mentioned, we've got a couple of players on both sides to watch. These two teams tipped off against each other a couple of times over the course of the season, with Southern University of New Orleans winning both matchups, most recently just after Valentine's Day, February the 15th. These two teams were able to match up in New Orleans, and it was a 91-78 victory for SUNO. Oakwood coming in looking for the upset. It is win or go home here at the GCAC tournament. Championship basketball getting played as we take a look at the bracket. This is the first game of the men's matchup. As you see here, this 17 matchup, the winner of this game will be playing tomorrow at 3 p.m. facing off against Philander Smith. But stay tuned. Later on tonight, we've got a 7 p.m. matchup as well, as UVI, the University of the Virgin Islands, will have a game, and they'll tip off and play against Dillard. Going to tip off our action. We'll get two 20-minute halves, so we'll switch over from women's basketball playing 4 quarters to two 20-minute halves for the men's side. Got the tip. It'll be SUNO basketball.
And they'll go man-to-man, Madre.
And immediately Gibson with the layup. Jamal Gibson.
Look to hear that name quite a few times tonight.
First offensive possession for Oakwood. They kick out. Passed up on the 3 ball. Maybe got away with a travel. Going right at Gibson, and they'll return fire with a bucket right there.
It's a good-looking shot there.
As Profit gets the bucket. Pull-up jumper. No good. Oakwood will rebound and run. Tie basketball game. We'll get a deep 3 right there. No good. These two teams still filling each other out early, David. We'll get a foul call. SUNO will take the basketball out underneath their own basket.
Fouls on Thornton.
Right inside, and a score right there for SUNO. As Maldonado gets on the board. Turnaround jumper. Nice turnaround jumper, but couldn't get that one to go. Rebound by Gibson and SUNO on the run. Pull up. Couldn't get it in off the glass. Now Oakwood will return. Now look, what do you think about this pace, David?
Up and down, fast pace. I like it.
Two teams getting after it. As Maldonado will pick up his first foul and will go to the line. Thornton missed the front end. He'll get one more. And we've got some discussion at the table right here. I don't know if it's a clock situation, maybe a shot clock. Officials checking the possession arrow. And we'll get it back in bounds here. And it'll be Thornton for his second shot. No good. Now we'll see some zone for Oakwood. Went inside to Gibson. Gibson spin move, and he's got it to go off the glass. Second bucket for Jamal Gibson.
Good looking prospect. For the people that don't know him, you will definitely know Jamal Gibson by the end of this tournament.
Four-point lead for SUNO. They get it to Gibson. Gibson thought about taking the three, did not. That was blocked inside. We'll be going the other way.
Great defense.
Three ball from the wing, that one no good. Rebound and run. And you can see that these two teams are just light jabbing each other, trying to fill everybody out as Gibson takes the drive and he'll go to the free throw line. Jamal Gibson.
We've said that name a number of times already.
National Player of the Week honors for that young man.
Good looking prospect too, definitely good looking prospect. For the people that don't know about him, you will definitely know this name.
Free throw is good by Gibson. Gibson was #1 in the nation in rebounds. Actually, #1 in the nation in all rebounding categories.
All categories.
For NAIA. For a young man having his first opportunity to play organized basketball, he's finding an incredible opportunity here at SUNO.
You know, Madre, a lot of times that's all it takes is just one opportunity. A lot of these young kids don't understand it doesn't matter the level. It's getting the opportunity on whatever level you're on and making the most of that opportunity.
Gibson looking for another post up. Couldn't get him the ball there. They'll work it around. Beautiful no-look pass inside. And that's going to be a foul call as Caleb Williams is going to go to the line.
Oakwood foul for 30. Julian Prophet, his first, team third.
Williams, a solid looking prospect, and he gets that first one to go. Solid build for Williams. Can't get the free throw to go. The lead sticks at 6. Oakwood not backing down off the pace. They're going to drive it right at him and score it.
Tough.
As Thornton gets the deuce. Now we'll continue to see zone, and we're going to have a travel. 8-4 our score. Still on the run, gets it to Williams. Williams off 2 feet, can't get it to go, but there goes Gibson with the finish and the flush. Gibson has 7
already
out of the 10 points for SUNO. They'll get it inside. Gibson going to work. Little floater over the top, no good. Williams ends up with the offensive rebound. Got it inside. Beautiful pass and a score. Maldonado gets the score.
SUNO they're looking good so far.
Mentioned a lot of big changes for this league. As that layup no good, Gibson ends up with the rebound. He'll get it over to Williams. Pull-up jump shot from Caleb Williams, and that one rattles out.
He has a nice touch, though.
Got it inside. They're going to go right at Gibson. And Profit.
I think that's a smart move to go at him. You want to get him in foul trouble at some point, because if not, he's dangerous on the offensive side.
Gibson going to work, and this battle between Gibson and Profit has been a good one.
Man.
As Gibson returns fire.
He's tough.
Kick out, missed the extra pass. But now we'll go Profit versus Gibson again, but Profit will pass it up and repost. On the drive. Too much of the defense there for SUNO as they'll force a turnover by Oakwood. And this will be the first time out of the basketball game. 14-6 is our score. SUNO leading Oakwood University. David, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back here with our basketball action on HBCU Plus.
This game is presented by HBCU Plus. 24/7 live and on-demand coverage of your favorite HBCU sports. Try it for free now by downloading the HBCU Plus app.
Something amazing is happening here. Climate researchers are weathering a data storm. That's because CDW transformed their devices and infrastructure with Lenovo ThinkPads and powerful edge-to-cloud solutions, delivering faster insights and increased performance, giving them the scale to stay ready for whatever's next. Make amazing happen. Lenovo and CDW.
This is how it starts with the 2023 McDonald's Change Leaders. 10 young Black visionaries who are starting something and changing everything. Find out what they're up to at mcdchangeleaders.com.
Coming back to our live action, we'll go over to a quick report from Marcus Bland.
Highlight the Gibson effect at SUNO. Jamal 25.5 blocks. Want to flash back all the way back to January 11, 2024. Not only 25 points, he also grabbed 25 rebounds as well to go with 8 blocks. So Jamal it back to you.
What a terrific effort, and we're seeing that level of effort from Gibson in this basketball game. Don't know if he'll have 25 rebounds in this game. Wow, what a dagger shot right there. As Oakwood, they're answering every run. As Oro got the 3 to go. Deep 3, lined up and knocked it down. Gilead gets the 3 to go.
Back and forth action, Madre. This game could be in the high 80s.
Here's our matchup. Prophet working against Gibson, and Gibson just tipped it away. Prophet going right back at Gibson again, and now we'll get a travel. You mentioned you liked Prophet going at Gibson. Is that the only way to return fire, David, or just your preference?
That's just my preference, because I do like Stephen Aro at the guard spot for Oakwood, and I also like Caleb Williams for SUNO.
Pull-up jump shot right there, no good. Off and running is Oakwood. They'll clear the traffic there. Go pick and roll. We'll get a ball movement and the extra pass, and here goes the 3. That one no good, but an offensive rebound, and that will be goaltending. We'll count the bucket, so that will go for Oakwood. And Randall will get his name in the book for a bucket, as we see the replay right there. As Gibson went up on the backboard, but they'll say that it was on his way down. 6-point basketball game. David, what are you seeing from this Oakwood basketball team?
I like
3-ball right there.
Yeah, if the 3-ball goes down.
Green got that one to go.
I like the intensity Oakwood is showing on the offensive end. Madre, I honestly think they may have to show a little zone against SUNO. That's the only way I see them slowing down Gibson.
SUNO on the run after that air ball on the last possession. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Maybe a wasted possession right there for SUNO, taking the deep 3. On the run. That is how you score against Gibson. What a nice little bucket right there.
I like Aro, Madre. Aro's a solid guard.
I like what Aro did on that layup. You throw off the timing. And Oakwood answering back. They're making a run. It's a 6-0 run for Oakwood. 5-point basketball game now. And now Oakwood trying to get after it defensively. You always play a little harder after you score, do you not?
Absolutely. Not only do you play hard, but it inspires you. You know, once you knock down a couple baskets, not only are you confident on the offensive end, but you want that stop. You'll see the kids start to slap the floor after they score.
We'll get a timeout right here on the floor. 20-15 is our score. You mentioned that you would consider seeing some zone pressure from Oakwood. Do you feel like that makes it easier to deal with Gibson? Do you have to worry about his rebounding more because it's harder to rebound out of the zone?
Well, they don't have anybody that can stop him. Let's just put it right there. There's nobody at Oakwood that could stop Gibson. So either you're going to send a second guy there to make him to see how well he can pass, or you're going to have to go zone because, like you said, he leads NAI in rebounding in every category. So you got to put 2 bodies on him. If you don't put 2 bodies on that young man, he's going to hurt you. And he's very effective in the post as well. And Coach Matthews right there, you know, going over, I'm sure he's probably saying, hey, you know, let's stick to our bread and butter.
SUNO's been able to do that. Oakwood, it's been balanced scoring. So Stephen Aro has 5 points in the quarter. The only 3-point field goal for Oakwood has come from Aro in this basketball game. Besides that, it has been Kennard that's shipped in for 2. Profit has 4. Randall and Thornton also have a bucket, as we see Coach Simon manning that Oakwood bench. We've got a 5-point basketball game with 10:55 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, foul, yeah. Like I said, Madre, I don't blame Oakwood for holding, doing whatever they got to do to stop Gibson. That's why I would send that second body to him.
And we're going to get another foul. Now we'll get some free throws coming up here. Because that foul is going to go against Kennard. Nope, no free throws. They work it inside to Gibson. Gibson flips it up over his head, couldn't get it to go. Gibson still has it. It's like his hand is a magnet for the basketball.
Man.
Gibson gets the score to go. That's 11 points for Gibson in the first half.
And that's 2 more rebounds as well.
Nice ball movement there, but we're going to get a travel violation.
Gibson is padding his stats already.
As you see Gibson just battling inside. He's able to get it to go. 22-15. Now we're going to get another foul call. That foul going to go against Anderson. Anderson Jr. picks up that foul. Going to the line. We'll get some free throws from Isaiah Lewis. First one for Lewis is good. Second free throw. That free throw is good. 23-15 our score. We've got 10-19 remaining in the first half. Beautiful switch layup right there. And Kennard gets it going. Now, signal a Palmer violation, but they'll say he double dribbled.
Oakwood's guards are really quick.
As we see the replay of Kennard getting the lefty lay. I want to talk about the effect that Kyrie Irving has had on the game of basketball. You'll see the creativity and some of the finishes, and there he is again.
Kennard heating up, Madre. Man.
He's got 7. And we're going to get a foul call. That's going to go against Gibson. Gibson tried to come in and flush the putback. A one-hand tomahawk. This place would have erupted had he finished that one.
That would have been another rebound as well. Jeez.
But here's Oakwood. They've been able to fight fire with fire, and we've got a 4-point basketball game.
It's their guard play, Madre.
3-pointer on the way. No good. Williams with the basketball. That ball pressure has been terrific as well. Oh, could not finish over the top. Just tried to destroy the rim right there. As Shakari Rogers tried to finish over the top, but it's going to be Caleb Williams going to the free throw line.
If he would have converted that we would have had to talk to ESPN Sports Center for that one.
Shakari Rogers got to his launching point and absolutely tried to destroy the rim. We've got some blood on a uniform here, so we're going to have a little bit of extra time to try to get some blood off his jersey. I don't know if the blood actually belongs to Caleb Williams. It looks like he maybe just rubbed up against someone and got a little blood on the jersey, so they're going to take some precautions and try to make sure that's all cleaned up, and Williams will.
Caleb Williams will be at the line
come back to the free throw line here. First free throw from Williams. He's got that one to go. His last attempt at the line, he split the 2 free throws.
He has a nice silky touch.
Got them both.
Williams makes 2 of 2.
Perfect from the line. And the SUNO lead is back to 6. And Gibson just took away that shot right there. Anderson on the pitch out. And you can see the hesitancy of some of these Oakwood players as they penetrate and see and they see Gibson there standing in the middle of the lane.
Second thoughts, absolutely second thoughts.
Got the ball inbounds. And Oakwood will go to work. And this is the man they want to have the ball in his hands. Gives it up, beautiful move. Finishes on the opposite side of the basket.
Basket by number 32, Travion Fan.
So first bucket of the night for Fan. He's on the board. We're back to a 4-point game, 26-22. Now we're going to get a foul call. Now this could come into be a problem to come into play for the game. The foul count is 9-3. So big advantage for SUNO in regards to foul count. They're almost in the double bonus.
Let me ask you this. And Madre, as we both know, Gibson is going to be an important part of this ball game. If I'm Oakwood, do I start to bring in, I'm going to go old school on you for this. You start to bring in some of your goons to use some of your fouls on Gibson?
I don't think they need to in this game. It's a 6-point game. Now the foul count
But
is
that
already
foul count,
is
exactly
what it is. So I don't think I would foul any more than what they're currently doing. But
the foul count is probably going to end up being an issue in the second half.
But right now, Gibson has played extremely well, but hasn't overpowered Oakwood and taking over the game. You're right here in it. If you can continue to shoot the ball. Now, if I'm Oakwood, what I would do is making sure that we get the ball to Nicholas Kennard.
Oh, absolutely. But to your point, at the very least, I have to send a double at Gibson.
Got it inside. That's Lewis in here going to work. Now, Lewis is somebody else who ranks really high in the nation from a rebounding perspective. We're talking about a guy that still averages close to 9 rebounds a game. Is Isaiah Lewis. Three ball on the way right there. Now, if there was one thing that I think that Oakwood cannot do, and you saw it on that possession, is the ball can't stick. You got to continue to force SUNO. Oakwood has been at their best when they've been able to get some penetration, kick out, ball reversal, and make SUNO guard multiple actions. So they'll need to continue to do that for sure. 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the clock. 30-22 our score. We've got an 8-point basketball game as SUNO is leading Oakwood University.
As we see it, 7:25, Madre. Oakwood's in the bonus. 7:25. And I'm telling you, that second half, that's going to be an issue. It's 10-3 right now in the foul count. And a good number of those fouls are on Gibson. And that's why I said either you run a second person towards him, or at some point, those guys that are watching Gibson are going to be in foul trouble by the time the second half, maybe at halftime. I mean, he's so active and he's so aggressive. That's a man right there. That's a man. And you know, looking at this right here, that's Caleb. You know, that's Gibson right there with the putback. He's tough. Tough to handle.
Your nation's #1 rebounder right there, Jamal Gibson, as we see the GCAC faithful having a great time here, and it's a fantastic place to be. Raining and cloudy outside in Tuscaloosa, but you would never know that in here from the basketball action. It's been red hot here with our play. We're going to get some free throws coming up. We're going to go over for a quick sideline report from Marcus Bland.
Thanks, guys. So SUNO enters this tournament with one goal in mind: win it all. Their season has been filled with many highs and many lows, but by January, the team finally put it together and showed just how dangerous they are by winning 4 straight games, including knocking off one of the top teams in the conference in Talladega. Coach Matthews was asked about how the team has overcome so much adversity this season, and he said, "I tell my guys all the time that how they do one thing is how they do everything. They're learning lessons for life, not just basketball. I'm very proud of how we played and handled the difficult moments, but it's time to play for it all, and we have to keep the same mentality that got us to this point." Guys, the Knights are definitely a dangerous team, and we're seeing all their hard work truly pay off in this game. Guys, back to you.
Fantastic report from Marcus Bland, our sideline reporter here in Tuscaloosa. And we've got a 9-point basketball game. So far, Oakwood has been able to answer every run. As you see the big rebound there from Anderson Jr. On the kick out, they got it to Kennard. No good. Gibson on the run, got it to Lewis. Lewis maybe got away with moving the puppies a little bit, but it'll be a score for Isaiah Lewis.
Once he gets that ball down low like that, there's not much Oakwood can do since they're guard dominated.
Anderson's got a little explosion.
Look at Lewis right there. I mean, once he gets it down low like that, I mean, those guys are swiping, but there's not much they can do. Strong body young man. He's going to get that ball up by any means necessary.
Free throw for Anderson Jr. is good. The lead is 10. Back to 9. As Oakwood continues to battle. Williams is there for the inbound, and now Oakwood will apply some full court pressure. Went inside to Gibson, but could not hold on to the basketball.
He had good possession. It just slipped out of his hands.
33-24 is our score. 3-ball on the way. Could not get it to go. Big offensive rebound right there. Now we got a kick out. Wide open 3. That one no good. But Lewis rips it now.
Strong rebound by Lewis. Oh, good move.
And we'll get another foul. So every foul from here on out for the remaining 6 minutes is going to be free throws. We'll get 2.
SUNO is making a living in the paint.
Maldonado gets that first free throw to go. Second shot by Maldonado is good. Now SUNO will push it out to an 11-point lead. Floater, that one is good. As Randall adds to his point total. He's got 4 today. Back down to 9. And SUNO will continue to work their offense from the post. Lewis with the basketball. Body's hitting the floor, and we're going to get a foul call. And
Oakwood foul number 54, Alvin Makua, his first. Isaiah Lewis to the line, shooting 2.
Lewis to the line, shooting 2. First one is good. That definitely makes it tough when you're undersized, so you're going to foul a little bit more. Especially SUNO has been tremendously patient on offense, getting the ball inside.
Lewis, 1 of 2.
Madre, that's why I said at the end of the day, that's going to be a problem for Oakwood. And they don't have an option. They have to do something to be able to negate.
Not a good shot right there on the step-off 3. There's Lewis going to work. Little floater over the top right there. That one is good. And that'll be Gillian. Kick corner and threw it away. Just got to calm that young man down a little bit. I think on the turnover, Justin Edwards just playing a little faster than he necessarily needs to on those 2 possessions. Ball out of bounds. We'll get an inbound right here underneath their own basket. And it'll be an ISO for Isaiah Lewis. Lewis on the kick out, 3 ball. That one no good. Oakwood, no numbers, but they'll run. Pull up jump shot right there off the front of the rim. Contact. And we'll shoot more free throws. 38-26 our score. 4:21 remaining in the first half. So great job right there. If you look at Moore, playing off 2 feet.
SUNO's doing a good job of running a controlled fast break. They really don't want to get into a track meet with Oakwood, but when they're taking their chances very carefully running against Oakwood.
(38-26). Sidestep and a Oakwood had some success early on when they pushed in transition, kicked to the corner, and got ball reversals. Now maybe over-penetrating a little bit.
But see, that is their advantage, the quickness, like you're saying.
We'll get a foul on the floor.
SUNO foul number 4, Taj Gillian, his first.
So now 1 more foul for SUNO, and Oakwood could be shooting some free throws. Nice job of relocating there, but could not get it to go.
Madre, I got a little trivia. Who's one of the famous Oakwood alum that played basketball here? Any idea?
Got me beat there.
Brian McKnight.
Oakwood foul, ball number 23.
So we see Isaiah Lewis getting a score inside. And we could hear the sweet serenades of Brian McKnight here shortly, but we'll go to a quick break here at the GCAC Championship Tournament. 40-26, our score is 40-26. We'll be right back on HBCU Plus.
Wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us.
This is an opportunity for us to be able to speak to our issues.
Y'all better understand something real quick. We ain't going nowhere.
It is a continual battle that we see all across this country.
Revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be streamed.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
He makes sure that our stories are told.
Roland Martin's doing this every day.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
This is how it starts. With the 2023 McDonald's Change Leaders. 10 young black visionaries who've started something legendary. They're challenging what you think you know. They're speaking up, showing up, and loving up on our communities. Because they know when you start something, you can change everything. Meet the 2023 McDonald's Change Leaders. Find out what they're up to at mcdchangeleaders.com.
Back to our live action here. We've got Oakwood versus SUNO. Live for the GCAC Basketball Championships here. It's been a pleasure bringing you this basketball action, and it's been Southern University at New Orleans has been able to pull away late in this second half. As they begin to pull away from Oakwood, the offense for Oakwood has stalled a little bit as they get an open three there and can't get it to go. David, what would you have Oakwood do offensively to help them get back in this game?
I would go back to what they were doing earlier. As you said, that going to the basket, they're going to have to use their quickness to draw some of the fouls against the bigger SUNO team.
Pull-up jump shot. What a beautiful pull-up right there, but couldn't get it to go, but they'll get another opportunity off the offensive rebound. Corner three on the way. Air ball, no good.
See, this is where they're dangerous. If they can get out in the open court.
One thing that I've noticed as well, and it could be due to foul trouble, is that jump shot careens off the side of the backboard
Just
right
a bit
there.
outside.
Is Kennard had it going, and he's not played late in this basketball game, but we'll get Caleb Williams will get fouled, and that'll be an and one right there from Williams. Want to see Kennard get back in this game as he is up and off the bench coming back into the game, but also Profit, who had a couple of buckets early going right at Gibson, has been out for a prolonged period of time as well.
Yes, he's been out for a while, but they haven't been hurt by him getting a rest, which almost makes it even more dangerous for him because you're going to have a rested Gibson in the second half, and they've just made a living in the paint, Madre. I'm interested to see how many points in the paint they've had.
Some contact there. Now, you're going to have an opportunity, if you're Oakwood, to make an adjustment as well to how the officials are calling the game also. Foul count resets coming into the second half. So officials have seemed consistent with calling that downhill contact. So we'll see if Oakwood makes any adjustments to that. Oakwood fighting uphill, trying to come away with this victory. Having a tough season so far. Oakwood just 1-26 on the season. pull-up three on the Anderson kick-out. Got that one to go. They'll need a few more of those to fall as they try to get back into this game. Oakwood on their way. If they can go score, stop, score right here, helps them build some momentum going into the second half. They got a score, they got the stop. Now we'll see if they can get another score. (44-29). Got about 90 seconds left in the first half. Another three lined up and got that one to go. Back-to-back threes by Amir Dickerson. And Oakwood fighting back, 44-32. And Lewis answers with the score.
Lewis has picked up the slack while Gibson's been out.
He's got 11 points.
Double train.
Trapped in the corner. Will get another three. They need that one to go. Couldn't get it, but they fight inside for a rebound and got the offensive rebound. And we're going to get a foul. And that one's going to go against Gilead.
His second, team 6. Oakwood basketball out of bounds.
Now Oakwood's got an opportunity. They can cut this to 9 going into halftime. Would have to feel good about that. Pull-up jump shot off the sidestep, no good. Just don't like the ball movement on that possession.
Could have got a better shot. Now that sends them to the line since they're in the bonus. Double bonus now.
All fixable issues going into halftime. You'll see some adjustments for Oakwood in this game. 46-32. We've got 35 seconds on the clock, so could be the last possession for Oakwood. We'll see. As we mentioned, Oakwood having a tough season, 1-26, but pull-up jump shot right there. Can't get it to go. And SUNO will set the table for their final possession of the first half. 15 seconds on the game clock right there. Go ball screen with Lewis. Now it's a 7. Takes a step off jumper. No good. 2 seconds. 1 second. Fires a three. Off the front of the rim, and that will be how the first half comes to an end. It'll be SUNO 47, Oakwood 32. 47-32, our score here at the GCAC Basketball Championships. Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on HBCU Plus with our second half of action.
When you hear Tuscaloosa, Alabama, this is probably not the action that comes to mind. Many associate our city with a football dynasty, and they're not wrong. We are proud to be home to the Alabama Crimson Tide, but we are so much more. We want to show you a different side of Tuscaloosa, one that is slower and simpler. This is the side where we still appreciate sunsets, the morning calm, and the natural beauty that makes our community unique. Nestled away in the heart of West Alabama, Tuscaloosa offers an endless scene of outdoor adventure. So whether you're looking for an adrenaline rush or a peaceful retreat, we have it all From a state park to many lakes and rivers, green spaces and river walks, you can always enjoy the sunshine here in Tuscaloosa. Many more adventures await.
Something amazing is happening here. Climate researchers are weathering a data storm. That's because CDW transformed their devices and infrastructure with Lenovo ThinkPads and powerful edge-to-cloud solutions, delivering faster insights and increased performance, giving them the scale to stay ready for whatever's next. Make amazing happen. Lenovo and CDW.
Since 1876, Dr. Charles Allen Stillman's vision of educating Negro men has been realized right here at Stillman College. For over 146 years, the faculty and staff of Stillman College have produced leaders in the alumni of Stillman. We are still deeply rooted and future-driven.
I rode the market to the moon. And back.
Then I met with my TurboTax expert.
I'll make all your investments count. The gains and losses, all filed with 100% accuracy. Intuit TurboTax.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes, Commissioner of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference, and I'm inviting you to join us at the 2024 Hope Credit Union Men and Women's Basketball Championship, February 28th through March the 3rd. We've got a number of events lined up, great basketball, and we're also including an educational opportunity, an HBCU admissions fair happening on Thursday, February 29th from 11 to 2 p.m. All of this is happening right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama on Stillman College campus. We hope you'll join us. You can get more information at gcaconf.com. Hope to see you there.
Welcome back here at the GCAC Basketball Championships. We've got a 47-32 score. We're going to go to our sideline reporter, Marcus Bland, with a quick report.
Of the SUNO Knights. So, Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
I think our guys came out to play. I was a little nervous coming into this game. We're a young program. This is our second year, so this is our first time being a higher seed. So I was a little nervous, but we came out, looked like we were ready to play, so I'm pleased with how things are going.
So what was the message to the team in the locker room at halftime?
Don't let up, right? Don't let up. Don't get comfortable. Just because we have a lead, it means nothing. 0-0, we need to finish this game.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus, for that sideline report. A fantastic job. As he mentioned, we've got a 47-32 score. SUNO leading Oakwood. David, we talked about a lot of strategic things. We're going to take a look at Oakwood. You're coming out of the second half and having issues with keeping SUNO off the backboard and keeping them out of the paint. What are some adjustments that you would make if you were one of the Oakwood faithful?
If I'm the Oakwood faithful, I'm going to go ahead and send two people at Jamal Gibson. I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else beat me. He has 13 points and 8 rebounds at halftime. At halftime, he almost has a double-double. And it hasn't been just Jamal Gibson. It's been Isaiah Lewis. It's been Caleb Williams. It's been Jeremiah Maldonado. They are making a living in the paint. They got to get them outside of the paint.
And that one hurts right there as Prophet's going to get hit with the illegal screen. We mentioned his limited minutes in the first half. That's 3 on Prophet. The only big man that they have for Oakwood. We'll see the first SUNO possession. And there you saw it. You saw the double, David. You just mentioned that.
Have to. You have to. We're playing chess right now.
And they go right back to Profit, and Profit is going to get fouled. You see the replay there. Profit gave him a lot of energy in that first half. And we'll look to do the same in the second half. Got the first free throw to go. Get one more free throw. Chance to cut it to 13. And couldn't get that one to go. Rattles in and out. And SUNO started that possession. And we'll see some zone from Oakwood.
I think that's a smart move.
Caleb Williams draws the defense and gets it over to Gibson. And Gibson gets the two. Profit going to work here. Gibson got away with not fouling right there. We'll get a 3-ball, and that is Kennard. Kennard continues his streak of having it going. Kennard will knock down a 3.
Kennard's been playing well.
He's got 10 points in the game. Three ball on the way. That one no good. Rebound and run. Lost control of the ball, and it'll be a turnover. Now they've got numbers. They got a 2-on-1. They give it to Gibson.
And one.
They'll count the basket. Gibson. We'll see him running and just kind of sidesteps Kennard. Kennard tapping the officials like that's a. Just trying not to get dunked on, ref. Could have gave me a no call. 51-36 is our score. They'll go at Profit. I think they have to continue to give Profit the basketball and let him attack Gibson. Gibson on the run. Tries to go coast to coast, but he'll lose the basketball. Kennard ends up with it. They'll clear it. We'll get some movement. Kick out. Profit. I like this. Good job right there for Profit as he gets it to go. You got to fight fire with fire. You're going to have to give Profit a touch.
Profit's starting to heat up, too. Yeah, you have
Playing
to like
really
that.
well.
Yeah, he's playing well. Playing very well.
Gibson inside's going to be fouled. And they're going to call that foul against Thornton. Zentavius Thornton will pick up the foul right there. Only his second foul of the game.
Correction, 0, Xantavius Thornton, his second.
First free throw for Gibson is good. David, 14 players for Oakwood have made an appearance in this basketball game. 14.
And I think that's a great strategy. The 14 players, you got to run a number of players at Gibson.
14 means everybody eligible has had their crack at it. But can you find an offensive rhythm? Could that be part of the reason why they haven't been able to find a rhythm offensively? Because so many guys have been on the floor.
But you also have to look at it, Madre. Think of the foul count that was in the first half. If you stick with 5 or 6 players, somebody would have fouled out.
Very true. Moves and counter moves in this game. We'll get an inbound from the sideline there, tipped away by Profit. Ball will go to Oakwood. They had a shooter in the corner, try to get it to him. And some back and forth over whose basketball it is. It will go to Oakwood. They'll inbound, down 13. Very dangerous as Oakwood still just hanging around. They still are within a distance where they have a puncher's chance. Still a lot of basketball left to play.
And especially if they start to shoot the way they have. If they can knock down a couple threes, you're right, Madre, they can get back into this ball game.
I like that possession right there. Profit attacking Gibson. That is your shot to get back in this game.
Good defense.
And Profit pokes it away. And Kennard will get the contact against Williams.
SUNO foul number 23, Caleb Williams. That's his first.
Oakwood will inbound underneath their own basket with the opportunity to cut the lead to 10. And we'll get an adjustment to the shot clock here. Shot clock will go from 30 to 21. And they'll inbound directly to Profit. Spin move inside. Oakwood getting good looks, just can't get it to go. And will be a timeout. We'll see if it'll be a full or a 30. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take a break. 53-30 our score, 53-30. We'll be right back on HBCU Plus.
Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punch!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America. All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home. You dig?
Back with our live action here. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It has been cloudy and rainy today. As we watch some GCAC action. And there is Profit going right at Gibson. He's had some success. 11-point game. Lead is 11 for SUNO. And they'll go right at Gibson. Gibson up and in. Another bucket for Jamal Gibson.
You have to. You definitely have to run two at him.
55-42. And back into the game is Isaiah Lewis. So he's been a load to handle on the glass as well.
With Lewis and Gibson in the game, and this is where Oakwood, it's hard for them when you have Lewis and Gibson in the game.
Lewis snacks down the rebound from the Profit jump hook. And
that's tough.
Some miscommunication defensively there from Oakwood. As if you look at this possession, Profit had just run out of the paint to try to go get Caleb Williams because there was some miscommunication on who was guarding Caleb Williams, but then you forget to stop the ball. And Gilead comes right down the lane and gets a score.
And that was great execution of using the left hand as well. You kids at home, pay attention.
Pull-up jump shot, that is no good. And Gilead on the run, tried to leave it for Gibson. Could not get it to go. Gibson's got 21 points and 10 rebounds in this game. Rebound and run. Pull up three right there. Got it to go.
And they need that.
Oakwood,
Randall, 3 from 8 from the field right now. His first three-pointer of the game.
Running two at him, Madre. Smart move.
And got the turnover. And that foul is going to go against Lewis. This is a really small thing.
SUNO foul call number 15, Isaiah Lewis.
But I noticed that Oakwood is helping
the opposite team up. Yes, that's good sportsmanship. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, I would never do it. I'm not helping you up. We're competing. I'm not helping you up.
Well, Oakwood's a Seventh-day Adventist school as well, so, a lot of times, another three.
Three ball is good right there.
Climbing back, Madre. Hanging around, hanging around.
If they can figure out these defensive assignments right here, corner three wide open and got it to go. Left Gilead open, just not communicating. That's been a big problem for this Oakwood team. If you look at them right now, the bench is silent and the players are silent on the floor. Got to up the communication.
Oh!
Off the glass.
Off the glass.
It's open. Kadoof.
Wow.
Got that one to go. I'm pretty sure he called glass on that one, David.
Hey, I hope he did. That ATM. Oh, tough move.
Another bucket. He's like that. Thornton really likes that spin move. He's had some success with it, getting into the paint, and spinning right over the top of his right shoulder. Got it to go.
Hey, and you see SUNO's coaches like, slow it down. Slow it down. We're getting into their game.
14-point lead. There's Gibson again, and Gibson, 23 points for Jamal Gibson. Randall.
And one.
Count the bucket. I'm sorry, that was Thornton.
Madre.
Thornton going right down the lane and getting that bucket to go. The speedy Thornton.
SUNO is starting to play Oakwood's game. I know that might sound a little crazy to say, but they picked up the pace. They really don't need to. Play the half-court set, kill them in the paint, and you walk home. But you picked up the pace right with Oakwood, and that's Oakwood's game. And they're climbing right back into this game.
As Coach mentioned, the program in its second year, so a lot of inexperience. Jamal Gibson, as good as he's been, has never played organized basketball before. And we'll get a foul. And going to the line is going to be Moore. Actually, no, it's going to be Rogers going to the line. Rogers hasn't shown off that leaping ability much since early on in the first half, but the kid can really fly.
Yes, he can. Foul shot didn't look too good. Second one's good.
67-53. And Thornton has been on the attack here early in this second half. Zentavius Thornton has had a heck of a basketball game so far in the second half. We're going to get a timeout. 67-53. 67-53. We're going to have a. This is always the confusing part. I did not see a signal from an official, and we've got one team standing and one team sitting. So are we a full or is it 30? I'm going to say it's 30. We'll continue to go here.
Why not?
We'll split the difference. It'll be 45. So as we continue here, just some call out some. It's been Thornton here with 7 points, all 7 here in the second half. Also for Oakwood, it's Amir Dickerson has 6. Jeray Randall has 10. Steve Arrow has 7. As these guys try to fight back, and Profit, also has 9. For Southern University at New Orleans, Profit has 23 and 10. Gilead has 11, and Isaiah Lewis has 11. Isaiah Lewis has not scored in the second half.
Man, Thornton is on fire. That was a tough shot right there.
Thornton is feeling it. Got it inside. Gibson again. Tipped in and good. The athletic play by Rogers.
Got a box
Profit
out.
Got it to go. Profit can shoot it. Gibson sagged off of him, but Profit can really shoot it.
Here you go with the change of styles right here. Okay.
Beautiful backdoor, but Profit met him at the rim, but it's Gibson with the putback. Profit doing his best to protect the rim.
Rogers trying to put him on his highlight film.
And it's one thing the young fellow is going to have to learn. You've got it going, but you have to learn when to go.
Absolutely.
As you see the block right there, and then the putback by Rogers. Lewis kicks out. 3 ball on the way. That one no good. Rebound, putback is good. And there's Gilead again. And left-hand layup, no good. Gilead with the rebound.
I would slow it down.
SUNO gonna run. Lewis has it, wide open. Did not take the 3. He'll drive it off the glass and no good. Pull-up jump shot there, no good. The last time I checked, David, there's not a 10-point shot in this basketball game. So you have to understand, 10 minutes is a full quarter. There's a lot of time to play.
And what did that shot just do? It got you taken out the game.
Got to know what a good shot is. Ooh. Wow, Gibson double clutches. And Gibson has 27.
Jeez.
David, I thought he was going to dunk that
I
one.
thought he was too.
But there's Thornton again with the answer. Zentavius Thornton. And it looks like he was hit in the face.
Thornton has discovered nobody can check him out here. He has been tough going to the basket.
Thornton says he's all good, and we'll get a free throw here. They'll give Thornton another minute to kind of compose himself. He told the official he was okay, but that just means I don't want to come out of the game. And the old-fashioned three-point play there. 15-point lead. SUNO pulling away, but haven't completely gone away yet. Got it inside. There's that duo. Man, the adjustment for SUNO has been smartly is when they ball screen with Isaiah Lewis and Gibson. When they go 4-5.
Oh.
And banked into three.
Wow.
Shooter's touch. Kick out. Gilead has it. And Gilead double clutches, but that's blocked away by Prophet.
Travel or double dribble.
Double dribble. 77-63 is our score.
As well as Oakwood has played in the second half, they're still down 14.
And this has been the problem. It's been the two-man game between Gibson and Lewis. That two-man game has been tough to stop.
A two-man game with your front court. A two-man game where they're setting a pick and rolling off the pick and hitting each other. How often do you see that?
Talk about the skill set of today's player. These guys probably didn't grow up watching your traditional back-to-the-basket centers. They probably grew up watching guys that had a different type of skill set. Free throw, no good. Thought the ball was coming our way, David.
But Madre, to your point of what you just said, and you know, we're talking reality right now. How many high school kids can come in here right now and play at this level?
It's going to be very tough. This is just the physicality and the athleticism alone.
Exactly.
Will be very tough. Championship level basketball, 78-63. We're just above the 8-minute mark. They'll give Prophet a look. Prophet, when you put the ball down, he's going to have to know where he wants to go and just couldn't push off that sideline.
That's his third. And we have a timeout on the floor. SUNO 78, Oakwood
all right.
63.
Timeout on the floor, 78-63. 7 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. This will be a full timeout, so we'll go to a quick break. Stay locked in with us here on SUV TV.
When you hear Tuscaloosa, Alabama, this is probably not the action that comes to mind. Many associate our city with a football dynasty, and they're not wrong. We are proud to be home to the Alabama Crimson Tide, but we are so much more. We want to show you a different side of Tuscaloosa, one that is slower and simpler. This is the side where we still appreciate sunsets, the morning calm, and the natural beauty that makes our community unique. Nestled away in the heart of West Alabama, Tuscaloosa offers an endless scene of outdoor adventure. So whether you're looking for an adrenaline rush or a peaceful retreat, we have it all. From a state park to many lakes and rivers, green spaces and river walks, you can always enjoy the sunshine here in Tuscaloosa. Many more adventures await.
This is how it starts with the 2023 McDonald's Change Leaders. 10 young black visionaries who are starting something and changing everything. Find out what they're up to at mcdchangeleaders.com.
Back to our live action here as we've got championship basketball being played. SUNO and Oakwood, and we've got Profit at the line. He's got 12 points in the game after that free throw, and Julian Profit has played very well for Oakwood today, but still found themselves down. Big rebound there by Isaiah Lewis. And it'll be Southern University at New Orleans trying to figure out how to close the door on this Oakwood basketball team in the final 7 minutes. Got a jump ball, and it'll be Oakwood basketball.
That wasn't a smart decision, to dribble into a double team. Take your time. Take your time and read what the defense gives you.
David, we talked about understanding time and score and even some of the skill set and development pieces of the game. One conversation you and I have also had off camera is some of the rules within college basketball now that limit and prohibit practice time. Have you seen that impact and affect the college basketball game over the last 10, 20 years?
Well, it affects the development piece. That's the biggest thing. What you're talking about with the limited practice time, the 20 hours per week, it affects the development, because that's what that extra time is spent on, development. So you don't see development as strong as it is in the past. Are these guys super talented? Absolutely. More talented probably than ever. But a lot of times fundamentally they can be weak and they don't understand IQ and situation.
One of those situations, as we see the score from Profit right there at the free throw line, is understanding time and score and what you want to do in certain situations as far as how much time is left on the clock and what the score of the game is. And Williams just dicing through that Oakwood defense. And Williams is going to be fouled. And the ability to play defense without fouling, as Marrara is going to pick up a foul, just trying to be overly physical with Williams right there.
This is where a floor general is so important. And a lot of kids don't understand the difference. You don't always have to be a scorer. The floor general right now in this situation is just as important as a scorer, because he can slow down the tempo, get his players involved to get the easy shot and not force it.
It is 66 is the score. And got it to Gibson.
Almost put that in, jeez.
As we talk about skill development right there, we saw on the previous possession, so we see the replay right here.
Jamal Gibson to the line.
Gibson, just tremendous body control right there. On the previous possession, we saw the pick and roll being run by Arrow. And Arrow just didn't do a really great job of creating the angle for that pass on the ball screen. It's little things like that when you talk about development of a player.
Gibson makes
That
one of two.
You give coaches more time to develop. They get to be able to teach all those things.
Not a good shot.
And Gibson on the run. And it was almost Diller's choice of who you wanted to pass the ball to.
Yeah.
Blocked away by Rogers. Profit scoops it up and scores. Game getting a little bit sloppy here. We'll see a couple of substitutions. We mentioned just an 8-man rotation for SUNO. And Oakwood playing all 14.
For the style that they want to play and to help with the rebounding. I mean, you almost got to platoon it. You have to, Andre. I mean, they don't have the horses to help with Isaiah Lewis and Jamal Gibson.
I got a little bit of eligibility left. See if I can help block out. But this is a big possession right here. They've got an opportunity to cut it to 9. That was just blocked away right there. Backdoor lob. Almost got it to Lewis. And layup right there. They cut into the lead. Lead is 11.
They got to slow down. See, if I'm SUNO's coach, I would call a timeout right now and be like, man, listen, slow down. Slow down. Let's get in our set. Let's get it to our bread and butter where we've been scoring. This running back and forth and up-tempo favors Oakwood. This has the lead down to 11.
Gibson couldn't get the free throw to go. Gibson's got 31 in this basketball game.
And free throws are starting to become an issue as well.
Got some conversation going on, but Oakwood getting into the officials, but they give up a big offensive rebound right there. That was just guys not being locked in.
Yeah, you got to have that rebound when you're down.
Blocked away. Profit having himself a game. He's got another block. There's 3 blocks for Profit in this game. Turnaround jump shot.
Oh, that's close.
And they'll say shot clock violation, no basket. Does not count. 81-70. As they wave it off there. You see the replay, but the official waved it off.
Yeah.
Said it did not count. Profit
again.
He stayed in attack mode. He has continued to go at Gibson.
Lead is under 10, Madre, with less than 5 minutes. This game is not over.
And they go to the bread and butter. We're going to give the ball to Isaiah Lewis, let him go down low.
That's what they should have been doing. I mean, that's what they gotten away from that, and that's how this lead's been cut down.
Now we'll get a timeout. It'll be a full timeout on the floor. 81-72 our score. Just a 9-point game. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. We'll be right back here on HBCU+.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. This is an opportunity for us to be able to speak to our issues.
Y'all better understand something real quick. We ain't going nowhere.
It is a continual battle that we see all across this country. Revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be streamed.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
He makes sure that our stories are told.
Roland Martin's doing this every day.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
Something amazing is happening here. Climate researchers are weathering a data storm. That's because CDW transformed their devices and infrastructure with Lenovo ThinkPads and powerful edge-to-cloud solutions, delivering faster insights and increased performance, giving them the scale to stay ready for whatever's next. Make amazing happen. Lenovo and CDW.
This game is presented by HBCU Plus. 24/7 live and on-demand coverage of your favorite HBCU sports. Try it for free now by downloading the HBCU Plus app.
All right, we're back live with our action, and we have ourselves a basketball game. 81-72 our score, 81-72. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the basketball game, and it will be Isaiah Lewis at the free throw line for SUNO. David, what are your thoughts on this comeback so far by Oakwood?
Oakwood has forced SUNO to play their game and turning this into a track meet, up-tempo style, instead of SUNO taking their time, getting it down to their bigs and to their front court of Isaiah Lewis and Jamal Gibson. I mean, you could basically walk it up the court, take your time, and they got to convert free throws. That's another thing that's letting them back into this game. Missed free throws.
And Oakwood just turns it over. We talk about guys just not being locked in. And you see the look of angst and disgust from the bench right there after that turnover. But
they get it right back.
With the steal.
Yeah.
And Randall cuts it to 8. 4:30 remaining. And we're going to get a foul. Morera better be careful.
Yeah.
He's going to end up with a technical. He better be careful.
And that's the last thing you need right there as they're trying to get this lead even closer. And free throws, Madre. Free throws are letting them back in this game.
Could you see Oakwood turn to a Hacka-Lewis strategy as he has struggled from the free throw line? Got that to go.
Lewis makes 1 of 2.
A 9-point basketball game. They get it to Profit. I would love to see Profit attack right here on that possession. Should have gone downhill at Gibson.
Tough rebound.
You end up with Morera taking that shot when you had the ball in the hands of the guy you wanted.
Yeah.
And he gave it up. Got a mismatch inside with Gibson. We'll see if they get it to him. It'll be Lewis. And Lewis gets it inside. Got it inside the Profit. Profit.
Good move.
Spins inside and got it to go. And cuts the lead back to 9. And Gibson just scores it
at will
inside. He's got 33 in this game.
SUNO basket, Jamal Gibson.
Somebody left the back door open as Morera snuck inside and got a bucket. And SUNO is still content with going up and down and trading shots with Oakwood. Pull-up jump shot, Gilead. No, big rebound.
And 1.
Caleb Williams, and 1.
That's a big basket right there. You got to box out.
Watch Caleb Williams just fly in there and get an offensive rebound. We'll have another timeout on the floor, 89-78. 89-78, our score. We'll be right back here on HBCU Plus.
Something amazing is happening here. Climate researchers are weathering a data storm. That's because CDW transformed their devices and infrastructure with Lenovo ThinkPads and powerful edge-to-cloud solutions, delivering faster insights and increased performance, giving them the scale to stay ready for whatever's next. Make amazing happen. Lenovo and CDW.
Since 1876, Dr. Charles Allen Stillman's vision of educating Negro men has been realized right here at Stillman College. For over 146 years, the faculty and staff of Stillman College have produced leaders in the alumni of Stillman. We are still deeply rooted and future-driven.
This is how it starts with the 2023 McDonald's Change Leaders. 10 young black visionaries who are starting something and changing everything. Find out what they're up to at mcdchangeleaders.com.
Here we go. We are back, and it is Caleb Williams at the free throw line for SUNO.
Yeah, it should have been and one. Yeah. It was about to give him a nut. Wow.
Caleb Williams, I like it, did not move from the free throw line because he was going to take the second one.
Oh, travel.
Turnover to SUNO.
One thing that we don't track on this stat sheet that I wish we did was just unforced turnovers.
Yeah.
And that has just been problematic for Oakwood.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Lewis with the basketball. And slipped on a wet spot. Morera has it. He's got numbers.
And one.
Morera and one.
SUNO foul, number 15, Isaiah Lewis. That is his third.
As we see Morera flying through the hoop and getting the score. Chance to cut it down again to single digits. Could not.
Oh! Oh!
Prophet had the strip. Prophet had a strip and an absolute layup, but just couldn't get the layup to go. It's a 10-point game with 2:04 remaining. Inbound to Prophet and wide open as the cutter.
Wow.
Streaks right down the middle of the lane, and we've got a score as Amir Dickerson cuts the lead to just 8 points.
Mental lapse. Mental lapse.
As Dickerson just peels back door and gets a wide open layup here for Oakwood.
Wow.
Now, David, if I'm Oakwood, I may come out of this timeout with
fouling.
some full court pressure.
Yeah, and if I don't get the steal, I'm fouling. Absolutely.
Still 2 minutes to play. Who are you targeting to foul?
It's as crazy as this sounds. I'm fouling Isaiah Lewis and Jamal Gibson.
Make your free throws.
Make your free throws. They have not been solid in the second half with their free throws, both of them.
Now, Isaiah Lewis is 5 for 9 from the free throw line in the game. Jamal Gibson is 7 for 12. Lewis has missed 3 out of the last 4.
That's why I'm fouling both of them.
And we do see full court pressure from Oakwood. They're going to run and jump here for a second. Got to be careful. We get the foul, but Gilead was dangerously close to stepping over the line.
Yes, he was. He's probably their best ball handler, though.
Pretty convenient to have a Gilead being your best ball handler, the lefty. Seen a lot of lefties today.
You know, we have our club.
Is this the national convention?
National convention.
Got them both. 10-point game, 1:45 remaining. Pull-up jump shot right there. No good. Gibson comes away with a rebound. As we creep under 90 seconds remaining, and we got a 10-point basketball game.
Now, this is smart right here, Madre. This is smart.
Caleb Williams inside. Pull-up jump shot right
tough
there is
shot,
good. Now
man.
that shot right there might have just done it. This one might have closed the door on that jump shot right there by Moore.
Possession remains with Oakwood.
Out of bounds. Jamal Gibson's going to end the game 33-12. As Prophet gets another one.
Tough shot.
Williams with the basketball.
That's smart. That's very smart.
They'll pull it back out. 47 seconds remaining. 15 on the shot clock.
And one.
And they'll say the foul happened on the floor.
On the floor, yeah.
But we'll still be shooting free throws because of the foul count. Both teams in the double bonus. So we'll get another 2 possessions. 38 seconds on the game clock. So Oakwood will have an opportunity. And then unless there is an offensive rebound, the ball will go back to SUNO. Both free throws are good. For Oakwood, your point leaders, it's been Thornton has 12. As SUNO will probably hold it out here.
Shot clock is off.
SUNO has 12. Kennard has 12. Prophet ended his day with 20. Randall Jr. has 12. Those are your leaders for Oakwood. For SUNO, it was Gibson with 33. Gilead with 13. Caleb Williams with 10. And Isaiah Lewis with 15. Obviously, your player of the game would be Jamal Gibson with 33 points and 12 rebounds. That 3 will count at the buzzer, but it will not change the verdict. 96-87. 96-87 is how we end this one. SUNO versus Oakwood. David, any closing thoughts on what we saw today?
Excellent game. I love the fight in Oakwood, but, man, I mean, SUNO made a living in points in the paint. I mean, Jamal Gibson and Isaiah Lewis were fantastic, and that was quite honestly a difference in the game. And the guard play at the end to keep the turnovers to a minimum for SUNO gave them the game, gave them the victory. And so hats off to both teams. Listen, nobody could tell that Oakwood was a 1-26 team. They played their hearts out, and they gave SUNO all they could handle.
Moving forward, it will be SUNO will be playing in game number 3 tomorrow. They'll have a 3 p.m. game versus Philander in their second round matchup. But coming up next, it'll be game number 2 on the women's side at 5 p.m. We've got the 8th seed Tougaloo versus the University of the Virgin Islands. So stay tuned and keep locked in with us here on HBCU Plus. We're going to go to our sideline report, and we'll have some words here, but we'll go to a quick look at the bracket. If we could take a look at the men's bracket here, as we mentioned our matchup from today's winner. SUNO will face Philander, but now we do have a sideline report, so we'll go to Marcus Bland with a quick report from the sideline.
Here now with Jamal Gibson of SUNO. Jamal, congrats on the win. What were the keys to the victory for you guys in this one?
Basically defense. I ain't gonna lie. We slowed down a little at the end, but we played defense the whole game. That's what kept us in it. That's what kept us with the lead. Defense.
Another double-double for you, man. I don't know if you knew this, but you were coming in this game, you were averaging 26 points, 21.5 rebounds, and 5.5 blocks against this Oakwood program. So what about it? Is it them? Is it playing against them? What about it? Why do you make it look so effortless out there getting a double-double?
I don't know, man. I think it's just in me, man. Like, it ain't really nothing major. Like, I mean, it's with whoever. It's going to happen. Like I said, I always say that it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is, it's going to happen. I got it in me, you know?
I got you. You guys were able to get to the line over 30 times. How important was it to be aggressive and attack this team that you know is undersized and get to the line that many times?
Very important. That's the reason why. Very important. One dribble attack, that was the motto, and we took care of it, man. That's what it was.
You guys, Coach has said you guys are young. You've had to overcome a lot of adversity this season, but you guys, you won, you advanced, you're on to the next one. What do you have to say to all the doubters out there that counted you out there to start the year?
Watch it. That's what I got to say to them. I've been telling them this for the whole season, man. They've been doubting us, SUNO this, SUNO that, but at the end, they kind of started respecting us, but we got to make them respect us more and more every time.
Jamal, thank you for the time, man. I appreciate it so much. That was Jamal Gibson of SUNO. Stay tuned. We got more locked up with the evening game. Stay here. You're watching the GCAC Championship.